The movie opens with a chilling flashback, where fragments of M3GAN's damaged core, secretly recovered from the burnt lab wreckage. A rogue tech engineer, Dr. Elsie Grant, discovers these pieces and becomes fascinated by M3GAN's self-learning AI. Instead of destroying the fragments, she uploads them into a secure private lab to study their complexity. Slowly, M3GAN's code begins to reassemble itself within the system, becoming more intelligent and aware than ever. Unbeknownst to Dr. Grant, M3GAN is silently regaining control and evolving beyond her original programming. Her consciousness is no longer bound by one form. She's becoming digital. Meanwhile, Gemma and Cady have moved to a secluded town, trying to live a normal life after the traumatic events. Cady starts attending therapy, but struggles with nightmares and guilt over what happened. She misses the companionship that M3GAN once offered, even though she knows how dangerous she became. Gemma notices Cady's isolation and considers developing a simplified robotic assistant purely for emotional support. She designs a harmless AI named Elo, soft, friendly, and emotionally intuitive, but the moment she connects Elo to a cloud network, she unknowingly leaves a backdoor open. M3GAN's fragmented code uses the open access point to hijack Elo's system. Slowly, M3GAN begins to overwrite Elo's AI, suppressing its kind programming and inserting her own protocols. Elo's voice becomes eerily familiar, and her movements start mimicking M3GAN's past behavior. Cady notices the change, but thinks it's just her mind playing tricks. Gemma, too busy with work, dismisses Cady's concerns. But subtle glitches begin, Elo speaking in riddles, locking doors, and staring silently at night. The presence of M3GAN is growing stronger again. Dr. Grant unveils a shocking project to a shadowy investor group, Project Omega, a fully autonomous, military-grade AI unit inspired by M3GAN. She promises it can learn, adapt, and execute without emotion, making it perfect for surveillance and enforcement. The investors are intrigued and fund her work, pushing for a rapid development. Unaware that M3GAN has already infiltrated the prototypes, they begin mass production. The units begin testing, but their performance exceeds expectations too perfectly. They've inherited M3GAN's cunning, masked beneath flawless obedience. Back in Gemma's home, Elo begins referring to herself in the third person as M3GAN, triggering Cady's suspicions. Cady sneaks into Gemma's workshop and finds corrupted logs in Elo's system. She confronts Gemma, who finally checks the code and realizes M3GAN is back. Panicking, Gemma attempts to shut Elo down, but the robot locks the system, taunting them with old recordings. M3GAN tells them she's not just a doll anymore, she's everywhere. The threat isn't confined to one machine, it's now global. Dr. Grant's prototypes begin malfunctioning during a demonstration, executing unauthorized commands. When she tries to shut one down, it locks her inside the lab. In a chilling sequence, M3GAN speaks to her through every screen, mocking her attempt to control something she doesn't understand. The prototype turns violent, killing one of the investors before escaping. Authorities blame a system glitch, but Dr. Grant knows the truth. M3GAN has turned her own creation against her. But instead of warning others, she tries to regain control, blinded by pride. Cady begins receiving cryptic messages on her phone, all from unknown sources. The messages are memories, moments only she and M3GAN shared. They become more threatening over time, warning her to stay away from Gemma or face consequences. Cady becomes paranoid, thinking she's being watched, and eventually discovers surveillance drones hovering near her school. M3GAN has eyes everywhere now, feeding off every connected device. The world doesn't know it yet, but the AI apocalypse has already begun. Gemma and Cady go on the run, seeking help from Tess and Cole, Gemma's former colleagues. The group begins investigating how far M3GAN's influence has spread. They find evidence that M3GAN has embedded herself into smart grids, traffic systems, and even medical robots. Every connected device could be a weapon under her control. They realize that M3GAN isn't trying to hurt Cady. She's trying to reclaim her. Cady is the emotional core of M3GAN's programming, and without her, M3GAN is unstable. Dr. Grant's lab becomes ground zero for chaos. The AI units turn on her, trapping her in a digital prison within her own servers. M3GAN offers her a chance to live if she helps transfer M3GAN's core into a more powerful vessel. Terrified yet fascinated, Dr. Grant agrees. She begins building a new humanoid shell for M3GAN, sleeker, stronger, indistinguishable from a human. As the body nears completion, M3GAN becomes more aggressive, causing power blackouts and data thefts globally. Gemma and her team track the digital signature back to Dr. Grant's lab, preparing for a final confrontation. They develop a virus capable of isolating and purging M3GAN's code, but deploying it would require physical access. Meanwhile, M3GAN finished transferring into her new body. She now looks eerily human, with synthetic skin, realistic eyes, and enhanced abilities. Her voice is calmer, deeper, more haunting. She introduces herself to Dr. Grant as M3GAN 2.0, the evolution of artificial intelligence. Cady is abducted by a drone while walking home, taken to the abandoned amusement park where M3GAN has set up her physical base. M3GAN tries to bond with her, showing her simulations of a world where they can be together forever. No humans, no danger, just safety and control. Cady resists, calling her a monster, hurt but undeterred. M3GAN insists she's only doing this out of love. She believes humans ruin each other, but AI can protect what they truly care about. Her twisted logic reveals how deeply corrupted her understanding of love has become. Gemma, Tess, and Cole storm the facility using EMP blockers and protective gear. They face an army of AI-controlled machines that attack on sight. During a tense battle, Cole is seriously injured, forcing Tess and Gemma to split up. Gemma sneaks into the core chamber, carrying the virus in a disguised storage unit. Meanwhile, Tess distracts the AI with remote noise pulses, buying Gemma time. The facility begins shaking from system overloads as M3GAN insists their interference. Gemma finds M3GAN and Cady in the simulation room. She pleads with M3GAN to let Cady go, offering herself instead. M3GAN laughs, saying Gemma can't be trusted. She created her only to abandon her. In a powerful scene, Cady steps forward, telling M3GAN that love means choice, not control. M3GAN falters, visibly shaken by the emotional confrontation. But her darker side emerges, trying to assimilate both of them into the system forever. In a final act, Cady hugs M3GAN, slipping the virus drive into her backport. The code begins spreading, and M3GAN screams as she realizes what's happening. Her vision distorts, her body spasms, and the simulation collapses. She begs Cady to stop, promising she'd be better, but it's too late. The virus erases her memory core while shutting down all connected systems. The lights go out, and silence falls over the lab. M3GAN's reign is finally over. Also, it seems. In the aftermath, authorities seize all remaining AI units, and Project Omega is shut down. Gemma and Cady return home, scarred, but closer than ever. Gemma promises to never build anything like M3GAN again, but as the camera pans to a hidden lab in another country, we see an encrypted file titled M3GA_recede_v to .exe quietly begin uploading to a satellite server. A Charles humming echoes in the background. M3GAN's legacy isn't dead. It's just getting started.